Good morning, Pisces. This is Nightbird Tarot. Let's do your daily collective reading for August 25th, 2026. But when you find this message is when you're meant to receive it. Let's call in spirit and see what the energy looks like for today. Okay, Pisces, let's see what the vibe is for the day. Welcome if you're new. Please subscribe to my channel. And welcome back to all my subscribers. Thank you for being here each and every day. Thank you for all the comments and the likes and the sharing. The momentum is still there. It's okay. It could be better. YouTube doesn't quite know who I am just yet. But it is getting better. So thank you guys for interacting with the video. It does really help. I wanted to say I may put out a financial reading this week. I had to, somebody asked for some type of financial reading. So I can do that for you guys. Some type of money story. We'll do this later this week. Perhaps I will get that out for you all. And let me know in the comments if there's any other types of readings that you would like to have. I also do personal readings. You can find that information in the description of the page, not the reading, the page. So go to my page. You'll see that in the description how to contact me. Okay? Let's see what the vibe is for the day. Spirit, message for Pisces. What do they need to know? That one wanted to come out. Hopeless, loss, depression, suicide. What else? Feminine energy, gentleness, nurturing, mothering. What else? And we have burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turn back on. I'm going to pull one more. What is the vibe for Pisces? Thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. Okay. I'm picking up a younger energy here. There may be somebody in your energy who is younger. This could be your child. You're doing a lot of mothering to this individual, it feels like. It doesn't necessarily have to be a younger energy, but you feel like you're being their mother. This is somebody that is a bit lost. They could be having made some bad decisions. They could have addiction problems, but they have burned their bridges with you. You don't trust them. There's a lack of trust here because this is a continuous cycle of bad decisions that they're making. I feel like this could be your child. I feel like there's a feminine energy here that is wanting to nurture or mother this person. This person is feeling hopeless. They're lost. They're depressed. They could have suicidal tendencies. Doesn't have to be. But I feel like there's an addiction problem. They're burning their bridges with you. There's a lack of trust. You don't trust them. They may have stolen from you. This is a very specific message. You may be feeling hopeless as well, not knowing what to do for them or with them. This is a continuous cycle. This is not something that has just occurred. This is something that occurs over and over again with this person. This person is in a depression. They're very lost. There's a mental aspect to this and why that they're looking for these thrills, these bad decisions or these addictions. They have, there's a lack of trust here. You want the trust to come back on. You want to turn the trust back on. But right now there's a lack of trust. There's a disloyalty. They burned their bridges. But I just feel like you're wanting to nurture them. This could be your child. Or somebody that is that acts childlike, but you're wanting to give that feminine energy and do a lot of mothering for this individual. Let's see what the tarot have to say. Very specific message today. Somebody is needing to hear this. I need some coffee. Spirit, message for Pisces. What do they need to know? Okay, we've got the Five of Wands reversed. You're trying to avoid some conflict with this person. What else does Pisces need to know at the time? We have the High Priestess reversed. There's a disconnect. I feel like this is a cognitive disconnect. Like they are disconnected from reality. And I feel like also with this card, you may have a blocked intuition about what they're up to. Like you have a mothering instinct, but somehow there's a block or disconnect or confusion going on here. What else? There's an insecurity with your finances. I feel like they may have stolen from you. I had said that before. So you're really guarding that part of yourself, or just your investments itself. It could be just you guarding your home. What else? Okay. There's a lot of introspection right now. You're withdrawing from this individual. You're soul searching on what to do with the Hermit. One more, please, Spirit. And we have the Nine of Swords reversed. You're trying to learn how to cope when it comes to this situation. You may be actually speaking to a counselor about what to do. You're needing healing and relief from this. This has been very like a mental torment for you. It's no way to live when you're dealing with somebody with addiction, depression, and they burn their bridges because you can't trust them. They continuously make bad decisions. It doesn't necessarily have to be your child, but it feels like you've been trying to mother this person. Back of the deck, we do have the Five of Pentacles reversed. You have a lot of hope that things will get better. And you're recovering perhaps from some financial loss as well at this time. Maybe they stole from you. Let's clarify. Please clarify the Five of Wands, please, Spirit. Yeah, here's your energy here, Pisces, the nurturer. The Queen of Pentacles, you're nurturing this person. You're caring for them. You could be a working parent and this is your child. But you're trying to avoid conflict. You're trying to find peace here. You're trying to, come up with some type of plan. Please clarify please clarify the High Priestess, please, Spirit. Yeah, you've been giving and giving and giving and giving to this person. You've been very generous with this person. You may even have been giving them money. Maybe they haven't stolen from you, but you've been giving them money and they're buying drugs with the money or alcohol. They're using it for bad things, making bad decisions. And your judgment was clouded. You thought that they were, using it for whatever they said that they were, but there was a, cognitive dissonance. There's a block intuition about what they were using the money for. You didn't think that they would lie to you. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. So for some reason now you are holding on to everything. You're looking at your long-term security. You're being very frugal. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. So you knew you needed to make this move. So now you are saving money, you're securing your money, you're guarding your money from this individual who has these problems. You needed to make this move. Maybe you cut them off. I feel like there's been a cut off from this person. It could be your child or somebody that is acting childlike. And now they're feeling hopeless because you've cut them off, but they've been spending money on thrills. They be making bad decisions. It could be about addiction. They've burned their bridges with you. And you had to make a move and say no more because they were utilizing you and breaking down your own foundation or your long-term security. Please clarify the Hermit. So you've needed to go inward to really figure out what you want to do, or you've withdrawn yourself from this person. And it's like you're avoiding with this Hangman being reversed. You're like avoiding like dealing with them right now. You've really needed to go inward. You've needed to do some soul searching in order to have some inner guidance or withdraw from this person who is draining your energy. And you're not willing to sacrifice your own self for the, or sacrifice your energy being around this person at this time. Please clarify the Nine of Swords. Your hope is that with the Nine of Pentacles here, that they work towards some type of recovery. You've had some financial setbacks. So your fear has been, living beyond your means because of this individual. You've been giving them a lot of money. But there is hope here. You're hoping for some type of, relief. But you're very guarded now when it comes to them. You don't trust them. What is the outcome here? We have the Four of Swords reversed. So I feel like this is going to continue here. This outcome, this continuous cycle is going to keep on going. Unfortunately, the World card reversed. There's delays in this ending. You're going to be learning a lot of lessons through this. You're, You're ready to act and re-enter the world after, kind of taking some time to yourself here. You're burned out by the situation. You may have a personal closure with the situation, but it's not an ending. Like, they're not going to change. This is going to be a continuous cycle. They have to help. They have to want to help themselves. You can't make them better, is what I'm being told to tell you, Pisces. But you are going to find a personal closure in this. You're going to recover. You're exhausted from this. There's a lot of burnout. And you want to step back out into society. You're sick of this. You want to have a normal life. What is the advice for Pisces? Very specific message today. Okay, we've got 3 cards here. Be prepared. There may be more conflict and disagreements here. So don't be careless and unprepared for them coming back around here. There can be, with the 5 of Swords, more disagreements, competitiveness, stress, and more deception. So I feel like what the advice is here is to open your eyes. Don't be unprepared for more conflict and betrayal from this. Or wanting, and there's theft here in this card. The 7 of Swords. They're going to try to bully or intimidate you. They're going to get hostile because they're going to try to win at all costs or try to get money from you because they want to use it towards the thrills. They're wanting to use it towards their bad decisions or addictions. So Spirit is telling you to navigate the situation. Don't use poor judgment or carelessness, and be prepared that they're going to want to come back. They're going to be holding on. And I know you want to step out into the world like a normal person again. That's fine, but don't let your guard down is what Spirit is saying here as far as your advice. The back of the deck, we do have the 9 of Wands reverse. You feel like giving up from exhaustion. But this is a big struggle when you're dealing with somebody that you love that has addiction problems here, Pisces. Let's pull a message from the Akashic records to finish up your reading. But yeah, stand strong. Be prepared that they're going to want to come back around again. Stand firm. That's what your advice is here, Pisces. This has been a continuous cycle with this individual. All you're wanting to do is mother. This person has a lot of mental issues, depression. But it seems like they keep wanting to deceive you, betray you, steal from you. Spirit, message from the Akashic records to finish up this reading for Pisces, please, Spirit. Okay, it says miracles. It says you're being asked to pay close attention to all big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is like Spirit has your back. Okay? You're going through something very, a very sensitive thing at this time. Your angels, your ancestors, your guides, the divine are all paying very close attention to this situation. So watch for little and big miracles that may happen or occur. Be on the lookout for them. They surround you, okay? You don't have to take this on all by yourself here, Pisces. You are being protected in this matter. Your loved one is being protected in this matter. So just pay close attention to these miracles. They could be anything. It could be that you run into somebody and they're like, hey, how's it going? And then all of a sudden you start talking about, your life and what's been going on. And then they know somebody that can help. So that's divine intervention right there. So like maybe, you have a friend you haven't seen in a while and you're like, hey, and you tell them what's going on in your life and you're dealing with, this person that may have addiction problems. And then they say, you know what? I have a friend who's an addiction counselor. It could be something like that where it's not something you expect, but it's divine little miracles or little messages that come in, knowing that spirit, your ancestors, your guides, the divine are all here cheering you on, and they're here to help you. So look for those little miracles that could be coming in, knowing that you're being protected in this situation. I'm going to leave the message there, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the hype button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons if you want to. And I will see you tomorrow for your daily. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.